word go forth from this time and place that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans.
We've lighted the world with our inventions, gone to the aid of mankind wherever in the world there was a cry for help.
The slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed.
So much has changed, and yet we stand together as we did 2 centuries ago.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not.
Again, let us remember that though our heritage is one of bloodlines from every corner of the earth, we are all Americans pledged to carry on this last best hope.
Amen.
Now, for man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. The torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed.
You don't actually believe all that stuff, do you? Calmate, I'm a friend.
A friend?
President John F. Kennedy. Por fin we have a Catholic. Not that it matters. Well, look at you, all vestidita. Qué pretty. Pendeja.
I beg your pardon.
Honestly, mujer, who shows up to a farm camp dressed like Grace Kelly?
Hey, you're very rude. You know whoever you are. Maybe I'm seeing someone special.
Maybe you are. But enough about you.
You don't expect me to believe that her.
Believe what you want.
¿Sabes qué? I've had a very long trip and I really don't have time for jokes.
Neither do I.
Entonces,
In the flesh, or non-flesh in this case.
I don't really believe in ghosts, in spirits.
Bitch, please. I wear that getup once and people act like I live and died in it. But about your president.
Oh, well, it's technically not my
Abolish
president.
all forms of human poverty. Blah, 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 blah. Strong words, don't you think?
I was taught to leave politics to the men. But I never listened.
Ándale. I mean, really? Where has that gotten us?
It's not that I don't care. I just don't think I have a choice.
Ay, mija. You always have a choice.
Is this a good thing?
I think you know the answer. Or is this another one of your I don't think I have a choice moments? Because I have to tell you, chica, that's not a good look for you.
He is right to know the papers he has. Papers, the wage guarantees.
He?
Victor.
Oh.
6 years I waited. This is opportunity.
Looks more like a dump.
6 years I worked, I saved. We married before he left.
And?
This is all part of the plan.
Muchacha, do not go through life being part of somebody else's plan. You'll end up miserable.
I am not miserable.
Yet.
So how does this work? Is this like a dream? Will I see you again? What happens next?
That's up to you.
We will make our home here. Start a family, maybe. We will make a life.
Oh, we will?
It sounds like you don't trust Victor.
I don't know, Victor.
Oh, he's a hard worker. Once he sets his mind to something, there is no stopping him.
What about you?
Oh, I'm a hard worker too. And I even have my teacher certificate from El Instituto.
No, I mean, do you trust Victor?
In what way?
I'll take that as a no.
That's not what I said.
Exactly, it's what you didn't say that has me wondering.
No man is perfect.
Amen to that.
And just like any other man, Victor has his...
Weaknesses?
Eso.
Mija, are you willing to risk your whole life, your whole happiness on one man's weaknesses?
That's what love is, right? Accepting the other despite their flaws.
That is love. But I ask, at what cost?
Whatever it takes.
Smells like chickens.
Gloria!
Oh.
I thought you were... I didn't expect you to... Look at you. So what do you think?
I know it's not much, but, oh yeah, that. But it's ours, all ours. You don't look happy. Aren't you happy?
The smell?
So maybe this was a long time ago kind of a chicken coop. But they cleaned it up nice, even put in electricity.
It's cold.
You'll get used to it, I promise.
Where is everybody? The letters you said there were neighbors, the little garden kids playing.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Another season, another harvest. All that's gone for now.
And here?
Well, some of us stay, finish up the harvest, haul it into market, one of the living quarters.
You didn't say anything about...
It's just temporary, you'll see. We'll join up with the other campesinos in a few weeks. Hopefully. Or maybe we'll stay and finish up the next harvest. So much to decide. Trust me, Gloria. Didn't I promise we'd get here someday?
I know, it's just different.
This was our dream, and now it's coming true. A new life, here. Our first steps, together. Oh, you start at the shirt factory next week.
But I don't sew.
Yet, there's a woman here who teaches classes. You learned English, right?
6 years, Victor. 6 años en la escuela normal.
Hey, what did we agree?
English only.
It's how we'll make it here.
But sewing, Victor, I have a diploma, a teacher certificate.
There you do. Here you are.
Shouldn't I be looking for something more?
It's 12 miles into town, mi amor. Way too far to walk. And besides, the businesses here, they prefer a certain, But the shirt factory, all the girls love it there. Factory bus picks you up right outside of town, regular pay, lunch breaks, plus you'll make new friends.
I'll do it if it's what I need to do.
That's my girl.
I should have known. You were always a little...
romantic?
Fanfarrón.
Hey.
English only. You always made things sound too good to be true.
Maybe I see things as they will be and not...
As they really are?
Is that so bad?
No.
This is just the beginning for us, Gloria. Someday soon we'll buy our own land.
We can do that?
And have our own lives.
Hundreds still line up every day for the chance to come across.
We're the lucky ones, Gloria. Safe home, regular work.
Chickens.
We have our whole lives in front of us. Here, where we get to decide.
Maybe it's not so bad.
See, I knew you'd come around.
Nothing a woman's touch couldn't make more inviting.
I love you so much.
Ay, te quiero mucho. Digo, I love you too.
I see you found the radio. Solid state. We can pick up all your favorite shows, even XCR all the way from the border.
Oh, can we afford it?
Santos Guerra needed a bus fare to see his family up in Fresno. Sold it to me for a steal. Do you remember our first dance?
How could I forget Jesusa Franco's wedding?
That conjunto squeezed onto the tiny stage?
Mateo Fernando staggers in halfway through the baile.
The scorned ex-lover.
And then he sits at the foot of that little stage and just cries.
Poor Mateo.
I was there with my madrina, la prima hermana de la madre de Jesusa.
I was just there because I heard you'd be there.
You never told me that.
Well, now you know.
Farolito que alumbras apenas mi calle desierta. Cuántas noches me viste llorando llamar a su puerta.
Victor, what if I don't remember?
You will. I promise. We will.
Oh. Your mama, she said you stopped writing, stopped sending money.
Mi amor, the harvest is non-stop, sunrise to sundown. Today, Marcos and I got pulled off the line and into camp to repair Jefe's fence. You understand?
She sends her love. Your papa, Dolores, Ernesto, they all do. They worry you've forgotten about them, or worse.
They said that?
Not in those words.
As if they could understand. They don't know what it's like. Nobody does.
Then tell them, amor. Tell them.
Do you know what today is?
No.
It's the inauguration of the new president, John F. Kennedy.
Oh, that, yes, I heard. Do you really think he's going to help?
He's going to change things, Kennedy. For workers like us, workers have rights in America. And now Kennedy's going to hold America to its promise of fair wages, fair housing, not some temporary company housing, our own, ours.
Wait till I tell everybody. I mean everybody back home.
Gloria, this is home. I am never going back. We are never going back. You understand that? I'm sorry. I wanted to make it nice for you.
I know. I'm early. Lazaro was driving into the city and I couldn't wait another day. And besides, you are all I need. I don't need nice things.
I'm going to make you proud, Gloria. You'll see.
I am proud.
I just want to hold on to you forever. But I picked up an extra shift, packing crates with Hernan to take the shipping. I'll be back late. Tomorrow, you can tell me all about your trip.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Then you can tell me anything you want.
Victor, I want to ask you something, but I don't want you to get...
I know what you're going to ask. All the wives ask. It's just how women are, I guess. And I can tell you right now...
Others? Have there been? Could there be?
That's what you're worried about? I knew it.
The whole ride here, I wondered, how could I expect there not to be? I mean, he's a man, and they say that men have needs. I mean, that's what they say. And they say that you're lucky if you find a man, any man. Not that you're just any man, but lucky. That's not what I want.
Mi amor, I'm the lucky one. You're the only love of my life. That will never change. Ándale.
Amen.
You got any tequila?
Tequila?
This is a 2 tequila story, just letting you know.
Oh, you're in luck.
That's for me. What about you?
Oh.
Ándale. Pues, once upon a time, there was a dama, Nilda. Bonita, bonita, cabello bien shiny, big round ojos with pestañas así, and plump, firm nalgas that shook when she walked. Pero just a little. Let me put it this way. When Nilda strolled to the post office each morning, the whole town would watch, even Father Matias. One day, a stranger arrives, guapísimo in his suit, gold watch with a shiny chain, and skin like smooth leather. We will call him Valentin. Well, wouldn't you know it, the moment he laid eyes on Nilda, he just knew she was the one. So Valentin vowed eternal love. And when he asked Nilda's parents for her hand in marriage, well, of course, they said yes. Valentin was over the moon. He told the family that he had some business affairs to wrap up in the city, but that he would return for Nilda in a few days. Pues, a few days turned into a week, which turned into a month, which turned into...
Did he ever come back?
Every morning, Nilda would sit out on the front porch in a beautiful travel suit and hat. She'd wait. When Valentin wouldn't arrive, she'd pluck an hoja, just one leaf from the jasmine plant. Before you know it, the poor planta didn't have any more leaves. Just one at the very bottom, allá atrás, way in the back. One day, Nilda is waiting like usual. No Valentin. She crouches down, careful not to dirty her suit, reaches around the maceta, down to the dirt, and wouldn't you know it, the old culebra cascabel, the rattlesnake, was just waiting to uncoil and sink a so sharp fangs right into her hand. They fetched the old curandera, who packed the wound with lodo and prescribed a bitter tea that Nilda had to drink for 6 days. And on the 7th day, her symptoms were gone. And she never really was the same.
And the man, Valentin?
Many years later, a suave gray-haired gentleman appeared in the little town. He strolled into the little tiendita and asked the shopkeeper about a local beauty with sensuous curves and eyes the color of the richest cafe. The old lady grinned and said that yes, there had been such a beauty. The man had come from miles to court her. Her name was Nilda. But she could no longer be found in the town or anywhere. She just disappeared. The man was distraught, but what could he do? He walked back to his fancy automobile and sped away. And of course, you know, the old lady was Nilda.
Okay. What does this have to do with me?
Snakes are everywhere, mija. Watch what you get your hands into.
Okay, I get it. I'll watch what I get my hands into.
Pero for now, maybe watch what he gets his hands into.
Virgen, exactly how does this work?
How does what work?
I light the vela and poof, you are there?
I don't think it's that simple. Do you?
No.
Entonces,
Maybe it's just all up here.
or in here. Let's just say I'm here now.
And the future?
That's up to you. Always has been, mija. Always has been.
cantar se vuelve gitano cuando es para ti. Mi cantar hecho de fantasía. Mi cantar flor de melancolía que yo te vengo a
Hey, watch out. Fragile cargo here.
Ay,
Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once.
pues claro, güey.
Unless you mess up, then I'll say it twice.
Eh,
Can you even hear me back there? Ah, ni modo. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Foreman says to show you the ropes, as they call it. So pay attention.
Pues claro, güey.
Foreman says this is your first harvest. You'll catch on. They don't just trust anybody in here, you know. It means they trust us to not overhandle the fruit. Bruising it, even worse. Bruising is the word they use. Yeah, I know. At first, I thought it was because of some guy named Bruce. Then, I thought it was because it rhymes with juice, you know? Hugo, Bruce, juice. Then I learned. You'll learn. Never, never bruise the produce. Hazte pa' allá,
Ay,
güey.
no me regañes, güey.
Like I said, they trust us to not hold on to the fruit too tight, bruising it. Or hold on to it too loose and let it roll off into the ground, which causes even more bruising. Funny how when they first brought us here, how they checked our hands for callos, you know, calluses. They wanted hard hands then, they want a soft touch now.
Suavecito, güey.
You go to Washington this fall, you'll like it. Manzanas for miles, branches leading down, but still with the tall ones that point up straight up to the moon. You're on this little wooden escalera, picking so fast you can barely keep count. The wind is cool. And from up there, you can see all the way down the rows. See people doing stuff que they ain't supposed to be doing. But mostly working. Always working. I've been there 6 times. 6. Down the coast and up the coast, down to the frontera, the beet fields, Texas, bent over row after row. You think you'll never stand up straight again. But you do. And you get up and you bend over and you do it all again the next day.
En serio, güey.
So I have to ask you, do you have a plan? Because if you don't, watch and learn, ese, because this is the part where my plan falls into place. What plan, you may be asking? The plan that gets me out of the fields and into this little warehouse onto a delivery route. Ya ves? Progress is coming like a freight train. Are you going to get on board?
Pues no sé, güey.
Gloria arrived today, looking just as beautiful as the day we met. We're going to make a home here. Not all camps allow women. Oh, they all have women, pero those kind of women. In this camp, women are allowed to live, work side by side is the expression. And if you want one of those women, well, they got that too. In town, the old market district, Americanas with hair up to here, long, slender legs, tacones, and the medias with that little line that goes all the way up to, pues you know where, cochino. I'll take you there someday. But for now, let's make this fast. Let's focus. No bruising. Because like I said, I got a plan, I got my Gloria, and I got better things to do when I get out of here.
Ándale, güey.
You'll see.
Amen.
De enamorado a loco, va muy poco. I know.
English only. 3 senses, they call it.
Fascinating. Shouldn't you be at the shirt factory?
Oh, that. I quit.
Muchacha, Victor's not going to like that. ¿Qué pasó?
Victor went north to pick 2 weeks now. The rest of the crew, they returned on Thursday.
Cabrón, I knew it.
But I got it all worked out.
De veras.
Every week, this big boss comes and takes los trabajadores to the next fields, the next harvest, right?
Okay.
It also brings in new workers to help out with these growths. And every time it's a big mess. Gente not speaking English, bosses not speaking Spanish.
Locura.
So I thought, what if there was somebody who could make a register, a list with names and assignments and hours?
A personnel manager. Wait, isn't that the foreman's job?
Please, mujer, el que tenga tienda, que la atienda.
O si no,
Que la venda.
Hey, you're smarter than you look. And in the meantime, what, you're out here at night counting trees like some idiota?
It's part of my responsibilities as the new, what was that again?
Personnel manager. Really? You got the job?
I started on Monday, make way more money, and if all goes well, I may get a clerk position next season. Foreman told me.
Muchacha, never trust them. Respect them? Absolutamente. Fear them? That's up to you. But never trust them.
You seem to know a lot about them. About us.
I see all. Ven aquí. The stars, they shine brighter since you arrived. Oh, Victor, you are so poetic. Everything just seems right. I wanted to wait till later to tell you that Foreman asked me if we could stay on after harvest, trench new growths. Oh, Victor, I am so proud of you. I thought it would be nice to stay in one place for a while. You mean it? I've been incomplete without you, half a man. And now, you tell me. And then it's piel a piel, and you better be careful, desgraciada, because maybe I am not the only one who's watching.
I mean, you shouldn't do that. I mean, you know what I mean.
Muchacha, you are the one who brought me into this situation. Let's just say I've seen it all before.
I don't understand.
A month ago, you could barely stand the smell of this place. Now you're ready to drop your chones at the chance to stay a little longer?
That is not what I said.
You're right. That's what you did.
Do you want me to be happy?
Of course, amor. But happy and comfortable are two very different things. Remember, beloved, actions, even passionate ones, have consequences.
Sounds like a warning.
Or a promise. You decide. In the meantime, better keep counting.
Mi amor.
I trusted you.
You what?
Don't! I trusted you. Even though the rest of the crew got back days ago, back home, they all told me, no te engañes, muchacha, don't fool yourself. A man like that, a man in that situation.
What are you talking about?
But it all made sense. I built my world around a dream. And your dream. I did fool myself.
Gloria!
But so did you. I just needed so desperately to believe in something, somebody, anybody. At first, I told myself, there's no way. Victor would never.
Never
But
what?
once I stopped thinking, I started knowing.
Knowing what?
And then it all made sense, except the part about me.
I don't have to listen to
The part
this.
where I'm supposed to just sit around here like some tired, worn-out old shoe that isn't as shiny as it used to be.
You're talking
it all
crazy.
started to make sense once I realized the kind of man you are.
I work. That's the kind of man
really?
I am.
That's the kind of man you really are.
I work and I...
Exactly.
You know what your problem is? You think you're better than me.
I never said that.
You never had to.
Oh, you want me to keep my head down? Stay at the shirt factory. Maquiladora. By the way, sweatshop. I want more, Victor.
You don't get to decide that.
I get it. In this camp, in this country, you like your women submissive. You're better than that, Victor.
Why do you have to make everything so difficult?
Why? Because I know.
Hernan got promoted to delivery. It's humiliating. I taught that kid everything he knows. Now he's delivery and I'm stuck in the fields. Oh. Is that how you support your husband? Or is this how you support your husband?
My paycheck? Where did you get
Where'd
this?
I get this? Where'd you get this?
Maybe I
Were you
worked
even going to
too.
tell
Of
me?
course I wasn't.
Or let me
You're
learn
about
from
to
the commissary clerk.
I had no idea
My
that you
wife,
were going to...
my wife has been here, what, 3 months? And she's already earning more than me?
It's just money.
Just money. I break my back to make a home, to get you here for us, and this is how you thank me.
I like my job, and maybe I am good at it. You should be proud, not ashamed.
Proud?
That foreman trusts me.
Oh, sure. He trusts you. What else does he do with you? That's what everybody thinks. Or is it knows?
I pity you.
Don't!
Because your pride won't let you accept the hard work I am bringing to the table. This is our future, our
At what
future.
cost, Mohead? At what cost? You know, from the first day you got here, you acted like you didn't want to be here. Like you didn't really belong here.
True.
And you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you don't really belong here.
Also, now you want me to leave, go running back? I have worked way too hard to do that.
You have no idea what you've done.
Oh, is that why you did it? You're going to blame me.
You
for your
act like
little-
all of this is beneath you. Like the whole world's supposed to open up and lay everything at Gloria's feet because, well, just because. Well, let me tell you something. The world doesn't work that way. You understand that?
Have I been a faithful wife? Have I?
I deserve respect. Is it too much to feel appreciated? Important? I am important.
Of course you are. So am I. But that does not make it
I don't
right
know
to
what story you've gotten into your head or what chisme you picked up at the commissary. You realize it's all lies. That's what they do here. They tell lies to drive something ugly between the one beautiful thing in this place.
Oh, is that what you think this is? What you think we are?
I used to.
Well, then let's talk about now because you
They
owe
told
me
me
that.
things too, you know, about you. That's right. About your high spirit, about your moods, among other things. I came here to tell you I picked up an extra job with Hernan, taking the first shipment into town.
Now you spend a lot of time in
I
town.
do not deserve this, woman. I'll be gone a few hours. When I return...
Don't you mean if you return?
When I return, maybe you'll have come to your senses.
Amen. Where is he?
What would you do if I told you?
Stop worrying, maybe.
You need my permission for that?
I just want to know.
But you do, mija. You do.
I tell myself it's just another borrachera. I need to be alone sometimes. I need to...
Who told you that?
Well, Victor said that
Exactly.
we need his job.
I know, amor.
Now more than ever. I'm lonely, Virgen.
Amor, you shine like the morning star.
So lonely.
Mi reina, you are naive? Maybe so. Demanding? Probably. Terca? Absolutamente. But you are never alone. Pero that performance at work?
Oh, that. I had no choice.
Really?
That was my good name that foreman dragged to the mud. Why? Women deserve to be treated with respect just like a man, right?
That's right. But fighting fire with fire?
Wait. Aren't you supposed to be on the side of the farm workers?
The Mexicanos, yes. The pendejas, not so much.
Oh, so now I'm a pendeja.
Now?
I had no choice.
Like I told you before, mija, you always have a choice.
Fine. Either way, I lost my job.
You mean you quit your job?
Is there a difference? Ay, okay. Maybe you're right. That's what you want to hear.
It is nice to get a
Victor
little...
didn't come home last night.
I know.
Nor the night before.
That's no excuse.
2 shifts. That's enough to get replaced. Fidencio let me work Victor's shift today, but if his supervisor finds out, well, tú sabes. He left me no choice.
Maybe he feels like you left him no choice.
I said some terrible
That
things
mouth
to
of
him.
yours.
I love him. I love him.
Yeah, you love
I realize
him.
that now. I still love him.
But
This place, it's turned
this
me...
place...
It's turned me into... I'm not like that, Virgen. I'm not celosa, overbearing, over-demanding.
Really? Really?
I want to understand. I want to help.
Helping, I like that.
In his sleep, sometimes in his dreams, he goes back to the holding camp. He cries. Lydia Cantu told me they sprayed them down with DDT, like animales out there in a line, desnudos.
Evil.
He used to be a proud man, now he has nightmares.
Well, wouldn't you?
I want to help him, Virgen, but I think I might be making things worse.
Look, you shut your mouth off a little. Okay, a lot. But that doesn't mean that... Well, at least in the meantime, you still have... Pues anyway, you can't change the past. Fact is, you are helping him in your own messed up locura way. So what I want to know is, who is helping you?
He doesn't know.
Luna que se quiebra sobre la tiniebla de mi soledad. ¿A dónde vas?
Dance with me.
Dime si esta noche tú te vas de ronda como ella se fue. ¿Con quién está? Dile que la quiero, dile que me muero de tanto esperar. Que vuelva ya. Que las rondas no son buenas.
It's so sad, this song.
Quedan penas que se acaban por
Then why are we laughing?
Just because?
Exactly. You will find happiness. Maybe even here.
I got a ride to the Bel Air, you know, the dance hall in town. Oh, excuse me. I wonder if you could help me find
Oh, look at you. All dolled up in your little farmer's dress.
I wonder if you could help me find
The Mexican place, it's on Pino Street. You know where that is, right?
my husband.
Do you not understand English? I'm telling you to get lost. You don't want any trouble, do you?
Tell my husband that he needs to come home.
Do you not understand English? I don't take orders from Mexican whores.
There must be some kind of
There's no misunderstanding, just a dirty Mexican who cannot seem to take no for an answer.
But you're one of us.
Don't you ever think that? You understand me, wetback? Ugh. You reek.
Why are people like that? I mean, look at her.
Look at her?
What? Oh, you're not saying. That is not my fault, and you know that.
You will find happiness.
But
You can't go around forcing things, trying to force things, because some things are just meant to be.
oh, and some things just aren't.
You had these run-ins before, right? What did I get you?
I ride downtown, as they say.
You're lucky she didn't press charges this time. Use your brain, Mensa. You are an educated woman. Her? Pues anyone can see. She's just a big fat putona.
I'll tell her you said so.
Three shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas. President Kennedy has been seriously wounded by this shooting.
That indeed it was Mayor Richard Daley's Illinois and Mayor Richard Daley's Chicago which averted a deadlock and a political constitutional crisis that ensued.
President Nixon reportedly will announce his resignation tonight. Vice President Ford will become the nation's 38th president tomorrow.
I'd like to see something done about the illegal alien problem that would be so sensitive and so understanding about labor needs and human needs that problem wouldn't come up. These are good people, strong people. Part of my family is a Mexican.
I believe in the idea of amnesty for those who have put down roots and who have lived here, even though they may have entered illegally.
Mom, is this any way to greet the newest junior associate at Penn & Stearns? The youngest in their history, I might add.
Oh, I am so proud of you.
You don't have to call me Judge yet. Ray is fine for now.
Ray, it is.
I was taking a deposition not far from here. Figured I'd pop in and give you the big news in person.
Junior.
Junior associate.
Wow, who would have imagined? Mira que fancy, a civil rights attorney.
Not exactly.
You'll stay for dinner, ¿verdad?
You think I drove out here to not have your famous enchiladas? But first, I was listening to this on the way up.
My fellow citizens, our nation is poised for greatness. Let history say of us, these were golden years when the American Revolution was reborn, when freedom gained new life and America reached for her best.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. President Ronald Reagan, he's gonna change everything. Amnesty for 6 million immigrants. He's talking about you. You can come out of the shadows, claim your place in America.
Thank you, but no thank you. Amnesty, that's just more talk. It may sound nice, but I don't trust America. You're America.
We the people will build an American opportunity society in which all of us, white and black, rich and poor, young and old, will go forward together, arm in arm. We will not rest until every American enjoys the fullness of freedom, dignity, and opportunity as our birthright.
I want that for you, Mommy. And amnesty is not just talk. Look, I know it hasn't been easy for you here, alone. Well, alone with the kid to raise. I'm sorry about that.
Hijo, you have nothing to be sorry for.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to dream about having a real house. Not a real house, a fancy house with a swimming pool and one of those circular driveways that leads up to the front doorway. I can get that for you.
Ay, mijo, you sound so much like him.
I'm nothing like him.
Your father, he was a complicated man. I forgive him. Have you?
Absolutely not. You know why? I'll tell you why. This is what's called the cycle of poverty. He created this by accepting the idea that a person cannot pull himself up without the assistance of the government.
Not true.
He created this by giving up.
Oh, you think so? Well, let me tell you something, mijo. Something that took me a long time to learn. Sometimes it takes more bravery to walk away from something than to chase after it.
Now you're just making excuses. You deserved more. You deserve more.
We all deserve more. There's still so much work to be done.
You always said that.
You were listening.
How could we not?
Pleased to meet you, ma'am. Miss
Gloria.
Gloria. Thank you.
The files are here, envelopes here, map on the wall, names, county by county. Can't tell you how accurate, but it's a start. You do know the bulk of the pickers went north about 5 days ago, but that's no reason to slow down. Well, with the Delano March, right? You know about that. Sure, you did. Of course you did. Sure, you did. Your name, Mr.
Logan.
Of course. We meet outside, and inside is kind of a workstation. Oh, don't worry. Those huerquitos can sleep through anything. That one is mine. You got any kids, Mr. Logan?
No.
Pues take one. I just kid. No, seriously.
You're very...
I am very what?
About the member rules.
We take the camp census when it's available, depending on who has access to it. Not like they'd share that information.
Oh, no, of course not. Gloria, I'm here because union leadership is impressed.
Yeah, well, I hope you realize we are not doing this to impress anyone.
No, that's not what I mean.
We are organizing, collecting dues. That's what you want, right? Organization, dues, collective bargaining.
Easy there. We're on the same side.
Good.
Are you always this?
Yes.
Good.
No, les dije después de la junta, cállense, por favor, no la friegues. Oh, I told esos pinche Vallejo brothers after the meeting, but do they listen?
It's almost midnight.
Ah, don't worry, we'll serve dinner soon. There is just one more thing.
Oh, of course.
Where's that spark, Mommy?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it burned brightest with you, with the movement.
Burned brightest, not burned out. And now?
I'm a mother. I'm a mother.
I have a better life planned for you. But it seems like you're stuck in this one. I can make things easier for you.
I don't need your help.
I want to take care of you, Mommy.
I know, mijo.
The way Dad never did.
Well, You must be dying to see the old groves. Remember old Santos? He has a beehive out there. Now I tell you, cosa is high off the ground. Bees love orange blossoms, he says. I tell you that honey is the sweetest thing on earth.
I can imagine.
The trees are not as well tended as you may remember, but go on and see for yourself.
Mom?
Go on. Dinner will be ready by the time you return. Amen.
You raised a hard-working son.
So did you.
Listen to me, mujer. Suffering is not some badge of honor. No seas tan... Don't be so selfish. The world is full of martyrs. We don't need another.
You look good, Virgen.
I try.
Is this you? This place, this time? I feel like I'm dreaming.
Dream bigger, mujer.
¿En serio? I mean, is this how... Ay, pues... Tú sabes.
Yeah, I get it. You want your life to be a little picture book. You like what you see, you look a little longer. You don't, you turn the page. But the fact is, amor, no matter how you look at it, it's all still you.
I know that.
Some people go through life fighting this, fighting that, fighting everything. What does that get them?
I fight for those who can't fight for themselves.
And who fights for you?
It's not about me.
Again, with the martyr thing. Amnesty? Have you thought about that?
How convenient for this president to offer
You're
amnesty.
scared,
It's
aren't
not
you?
about that. What about the thousands who come before or after who can't get amnesty? It's fundamentally unfair.
It's okay to be scared.
For a green card. So that what, I can become a second-class citizen? I already am.
Maybe you're right about amnesty. But what if you're not?
We are more than just farm workers. We are human beings. We deserve good homes, clean water, safe work conditions.
Yes, we do. But I have to ask you, Amor, who said that Mexicanos were supposed to focus on farm work? Just farm work, like it's the only thing in the world. Exactly. I say we could focus on being more, much more, so much more. Think about that.
Desde que conozco que tu amor es fiel.
You still got it, Mom. These enchiladas are the stuff of legend.
¿Quieres más, mijo?
No. I got it.
Okay. You know, if I hadn't come here,
You would have gone to law school. I know.
you don't believe me.
No, it's just you? Really? Come on.
I know, a woman in those days in Mexico, but I had what you might call a role model.
Gloria, mijita. Aquí, apúrate, por favor. Mira, I'm going to tell you this in English, porque on this bus, you cannot trust nobody. Nobody, even on this bus. Do we want the same things? Maybe. But that doesn't mean that somebody here isn't connected to some crooked periodista, or even worse, the church. That's all we need, right? Some hypocrites, all santitos, telling us that we don't deserve the right to vote because it's not our place. Aquí está tu place, cabrones. I say we waited long enough, more than long enough. I say women are done being treated like we do not matter.
Yeah, I don't understand what this has to do with buying a new dress.
Por favor, muchacha, no seas idiota. Is that what you think this is? Really?
It's what you told Mommy.
Of course, that's what I told her because I know better. It pains me to say it, but she's not advancing the cause. Would just as soon pawn you off to the next man who has 2 pesos to rub together as to send you to college where you belong.
Mommy says I need
That's
to...
what I'm talking about. It's 1952, Gloria. You are a young woman now. A young woman who should be making decisions about the world. A world that does not end at the kitchen door, ¿me entiendes?
You're right.
Thank you.
You're right.
You want a new dress? Fine. But first, we are going to join these locas and march on the Zócalo like we were Pancho Villa's pinches foot soldiers. And if that means that I have to shoot a few balazos along the way, like the man himself.
You brought a gun?
Of course I brought a gun.
Is it legal?
Muchacha, sometimes a gun can be a woman's best friend. Remember that?
I don't really like guns.
Ay, like that time my viejo estaba saliendo with that cantinera. Well, I just so happened to have a gun, and I just so happened to accidentally shoot him in the you-know-where.
Yeah.
And he never cheated on me again. Actually, he never came home again. Pues anyway, in general, I find it's best to use your brain, right? Because it's not like the men in power are going to use theirs. If you ask me, mija, it's up to us. Hey, Fisgorna, this is a private conversation. Do you have a problem with that? Thank you.
Do you really think it would happen?
Well, let me put it this way. If it doesn't happen, it's not because we're too busy doing laundry to give it them. Am I right, metiches? I said, am I right?
And the next year, Mexico granted women the right to vote. Back there, a girl had 2 choices. Get married or become a teacher. I chose both.
And now?
Life goes on. And I can live out my dreams through you.
Don't be modest. You do plenty for the workers. You're still one hell of an advocate.
Sheriff Bundy seems to think so.
He's still giving you grief?
Oh, just the occasional trespassing citation.
I wish you'd call me when things like that come up.
Your case, it's close by, farm worker?
You could say that.
Unfair labor conditions in this county. Have the unions not accomplished anything after all these years, or is one hand still greasing the other?
Washing.
You know what I mean.
Are the labor unions still corrupt? I think you know the answer.
I would have hoped.
People don't change. You, of all people, should know that.
I am glad you are standing up for people like us.
Well, you know, cases like this are never black and white. I mean, there's always nuance.
Nuance.
Shades of right and wrong. It's complicated.
I know what nuance is.
Landowners have rights too, you know.
Oh, believe me, I know. They have the right to exploit, the right to tear apart families, the right
Whoa,
to...
whoa, whoa. This isn't the Zocalo. We both want the same things here. Fair wages, fair housing.
That's what they've always said.
So, you want the government to interfere with the ownership rights of private citizens.
Who are stepping on the backs of unskilled workers.
Government in total control. Isn't that what you ran away from in the first place?
I didn't run away from anything. I ran towards something.
Same difference.
This is human rights we're talking about. Have you forgotten how we used to...
I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten anything.
Entonces?
For every grievance you file, I can think of 10 ways the workers take advantage of the system.
You cannot be serious.
Food that just slips off a commissary shelf and into a pocket.
The commissary is pure price gouging and the workers are forced to shop there. You could feed hungry
stealing.
children.
Falsified timesheets, truck manifests, delivery schedules.
I cannot believe what I am hearing.
Undocumented work breaks.
After unpaid overtime.
Like I said, it's complicated.
Well, let me be clear. There is nothing complicated about what I have seen, what I know. And please, do not talk down to me like you think I am some worker who is too stupid to understand the law. I understand. We understand.
Then you understand that there are legal channels, always were legal channels to address the grievances you're referring to.
When? Between sunrise and midnight shaves? After doing the laundry or before making breakfast? On my day off? Oh, wait, there is no such thing.
Okay, now you're just being dramatic.
You saw these things. How can you? Who are you?
The poor do not have a monopoly on workers' rights.
Do you hear what you are saying?
The system is flawed. On that we can agree.
You are betraying your people.
This isn't a picket line, Mom.
No, that can be arranged.
Oh, I'm so tired of fighting these battles. Your battles.
And here I thought we believed this was all for the greater good. Law school, voter registration
Don't you see? It was. It is. I haven't even told you about the case, and you're already...
corporate lawyers ganging up on the little man, same story, different verse.
What if I told you that this case was about, among other things, stopping a human trafficking ring, saving innocent children from farm slavery?
I'd say now we're talking.
Justice is blind. That means...
I know what that means, mijo. I know. I know the old place has seen better days.
Mom, you could always come
Enough about me. I want to hear about this new love. Lorena, Linda.
Leticia.
Eso.
And just how do you know about Leticia?
Oh, mother knows these things. And my friend Susana from the county clerk's office told me she saw you two doing casework together at the archives.
Nothing gets past you.
So?
So? I have a good feeling about her.
Is she kind, mijo? Does she have a kind heart?
Yes, Mommy. She does.
Good.
She can't cook worth a damn.
Ni modo.
But she has a kind heart.
I am happy for you, mijo. So, when do I get to meet her?
Soon.
Soon.
Yes, soon. Okay, fine. I get it. How's Thursday the 28th?
You'll come for dinner.
Please don't go to any... Absolutely. Mom, still with the same old wood stove? I thought you were gonna... It's a miracle you haven't burned this place down.
Ay, funny. I didn't hear you complain while you were eating my enchiladas.
It's 1985, Mom.
I can't.
And I can't let you live like this.
Oh, you can't let me.
It's not a crime to own a microwave oven, an automatic coffee maker, real refrigerator, maybe an air conditioner.
I have everything I need.
To live like a peasant. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that
There
way,
is
Mom.
no shame in being poor.
I know. Except we're not poor. I'm not, which means you're not. We are not poor.
Thank you, but no thank you. I am happy with my home.
It's a workers' camp. Was a workers' camp.
You didn't turn out so bad.
Do you remember how the school bus would drop me off where FM 1820 met the highway? It's because I was ashamed to let anybody know where I really lived. A workers' camp is no place to raise a kid, Mom.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I'm tired of pretending that any of this is okay for you. I loved this place, and I hated it. I couldn't wait to get out of it. And I felt like a traitor the moment I left you behind.
Mijo, you didn't leave me behind. Life is something to race toward, not hide from. And you did race straight towards it.
And what about you?
My race ended long ago.
You're still young. There's so much you can do.
It's too late for me, mijo. Ya se me pasó el tren.
I don't think you really believe that. Go back to school, travel, reinvent yourself.
Reinvent myself. I tried that once.
Lots of times. Always inventing. Like that time you finagled an ice block from the commissary and you discarded grapefruits to make those crazy good raspas, that was legendary.
I love that story.
Me too. And no one can take that away from you. But it's time to move on, Mom. It's been time.
What if I am happy here?
It's like living in a graveyard, abandoned. All the immigrants
Braceros,
were deported
repatriated
years ago. Mom, where's the TV I got you? You know, television.
Oh, I don't need a television.
You gave it away?
No, of course not. I just keep it next door at the Lozanos.
You are too much. And by the way, I happen to know that the Lozanos haven't lived next door since I was like, what, 2?
The radio still works fine.
Of course it does. Mom, amnesty, will you think about it, please? Experts say by this time next year, the wheels will already be in motion. I don't understand why you have to make everything so hard.
Oh, because it's our job to make everything easier for them like we've been doing for the past 30 years?
Becoming legal means equality. It means new opportunities. Isn't that why you came here in the first place?
Becoming legal. That's what they want us to believe. But at the end of the day, it's us and it's them. Us who work 6-day work weeks. Us who make pennies on the dollar. Us who do without health care. And them who don't. So, I have to ask you something, counselor. Which one are you?
Early call tomorrow. I'll try to swing by on the way back. Mom, I'm sorry. And here's the thing. I don't even know why. I just wish sometimes you could...
I love you, mijo.
Mom, I was wrong to bring it up like that. I still believe my client's case
I
is just...
understand, mijo, and I still support the workers, always will.
So can we...
Leave the battles to the courtroom? I can try.
Me too. So, the 28th.
Cierto.
Oh, and one more thing. You would have made one hell of a lawyer.
I'm guessing we didn't win the lottery.
Ay, Virgencita!
Ay, okay. It's
Rejected!
okay. What do you mean rejected?
My legalization! Rejected! Amnesty, not for me!
That's impossible.
No, it's true! 3 misdemeanors, 3 strikes, and I'm out!
Well, that's just a formality. Ray can get those jobs. Muchacha, you have a high-powered attorney in your corner.
I knew it was a lie! I knew that legalizing humans based on farm skills and moral character is inhumane. But I did it anyway. I applied. I trusted and I got kicked in the teeth for some citations I can't even remember.
This doesn't have to be over. Don't
I
you see?
am always trusting. I am always the one who is willing to believe that if you do what is right, which how can someone not do that? That I'll have my day, have my moment.
You will.
When? When?
Mija, I can't answer that.
Why, of course you can't.
The Gloria I know does not give up this easily.
Oh, really? If I remember correctly, you were the one who told me, quit trying to make things happen. Quit trying to force things that aren't supposed to happen.
Okay, way out of context
No,
here.
I think you want me to suffer. Gives you something to do. And I have to tell you, Virgen, I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it.
Self-awareness. It's a beautiful thing. Even when it's not. A wise man once said, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. ¿Qué chingados es eso? Typical male response. I say, cry when it happens, while it happens, because it's over, because you feel like it. That's how you know you still give a damn.
You talk kind of rough for a Virgen.
Please, woman, I do not do dogma.
Neither do I.
Good. You're looking a little La Llorona. I think it's time you go inside.
I need to be alone.
I understand.
Vice President George Bush, who's been living in government housing for the past 8 years, will continue to live in government housing. He'll move from Massachusetts Avenue to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. They all belong to Bill Clinton. He has passed the magic number of 270. The governor of Arkansas, who was once described as the 40 at 16 and then 16 at 40.
I'd also like to welcome here the representatives from Mexico and tell them they are, in fact, welcome here. They are our partners in the future that we're trying to make together.
A big call to make. CNN announces that we call Florida in the Al Gore column. This is a state both campaigns desperately wanted to win.
Now that those absentee ballot cases have gone against the vice president, his only real chance depends on what happens here at the U.S. Supreme Court.
We have breaking news, momentous news, really. CBS projects that Senator Barack Obama of Illinois will be the next president of the United States.
There is bipartisan hope of getting it done. This year, the Senate passed an immigration reform bill by a wide bipartisan majority, and it addresses the key issues that need to be addressed.
Right now, a historic moment. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. CNN projects the business tycoon and TV personality. Capitalism probable.
President, I will ask of you as your president. I'm asking you to believe that spirit sung by immigrants and homesteaders, a creed at the core of every American whose story is not yet written. Yes, we can. Yes, we did.
January 20th, 2017 will be remembered as the day the people became the rulers of this nation again. America will start winning again, winning like never before. We will bring back our jobs. We will bring back our borders. We will bring back our wealth. And we will bring back our dreams.
Well, look at you going all off the grid, foraging for wild mushrooms or native herbs. I love it.
Foraging.
It's a thing, you know, keeping it locally sourced.
Oh, actually, I was just...
You do you, Ella. I like the way you think. I like it a lot.
Oh.
Hey, would it be too much to ask for you to make me some of your world-famous café de olla? Nobody even comes close.
Don't sweet talk me, muchacho. What did you do this time?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm sensing a little hostility here. Hello? This is Max, your favorite grandson.
Oh, okay. Out with it.
You know what I like about you, Ella? You keep it real.
Oh.
I mean, look at this place. It hasn't changed one bit since I was a kid. You remember? The groves. They must be overgrown now. But I used to love how we play hide and seek in them.
Yes.
The barn owls, you remember? How they make that creepy ooh, ooh, as the sun set behind the fruit trees?
Your dad was taking evening classes, so some nights you'd...
Camp out, that's what he called it. Camping out at Wella's.
What do you want, Max?
You've been talking to Dad, haven't you?
Not exactly.
It's fine.
But...
I don't want to know. Actually, I already do know because it's always the same. I mean, here he is raised on a citrus farm, and now he's fighting for the man. I mean, who's going to stand up for our ecological integrity?
You sound like a politician.
I know he probably told you his side of the story, how we interfered with his client's right to carry on the normal course of business.
Oh, this is all news to me.
We're talking about those master plan corporate pigs. The guys who just as soon level this place to put up another big box megamart. I mean, the whole thing is horseshit.
Oh.
And so now, maybe I need a place to crash, you know? Lay low, just for a little while.
And if I say no?
Well, then we'll know exactly whose side you're on.
Oh, it's just that simple, I see.
I'm just saying, Wella.
And as the presidential caravan approaches, thousands cheer, millions watch, most likely including some of the reported 11 million undocumented immigrants the president has been vocal about removing.
See, this is what I'm talking about. More bullshit. 11 million undocumented. He's talking about you.
Talk doesn't scare me.
Yeah? Well, what if that talk turns into some wacko's anti-immigrant manifesto?
I have never lived my life based on what ifs.
It's for real this time. Not even in office. And the racist right is already talking about raids.
What do you mean raids?
Immigration. ICE. This talk, this evil talk has emboldened the sleeping giant. Probably in your own backyard. And so what we should really be talking about here is what are you going to do about it?
I am going to live my life.
You're going to pretend like everything's just normal.
Ay, mijo, for some, there is no such thing as normal.
Okay, denial. Well, so is it possible that you've just been marginalized for so long that this is all you know?
Max, mijo, do you want café or do you want to argue?
You know, Dad always said you blew your chance at amnesty.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, back when it was...
back when it was what?
When it was not so messed up, when it was easier.
Oh, easier.
Look, it's like Dad says, and you know I hate to agree with him. It's like sometimes you try to make things harder.
Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? A little senorita paying me a social call? Better be careful about that, you know. Yeah. People talk.
Mr. Foreman, please, I understand from many, I understand that things are not exactly, I can see that you are busy, but if you have a moment.
Girl, spit it out. Lord, you'd think that English was a foreign language.
Mr. Foreman, I was grateful. I am grateful to be the only woman working day to day at dispatch at your side. It's, well, I am grateful.
Well, isn't that sweet? But I have to tell you, Bonita, if you think that I'm going to give you a raise on the virtue of your charms...
I know what you did, Mr. Foreman. I know what you said. And it makes me sick. It makes me sick that a man like you, a family man, would spread lies like that about someone like me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone who trusts you. Someone who works day and night for you. Someone who gave up everything she had to work at your side.
What's that? You say you actually want to get fired for insubordination? What? I happen to have a stack of reports written up for, well, pure lack of civility.
Your tricks, your lies may have worked on others, Mr. Foreman, but I won't stand for it. Do you hear me?
All I hear is the sound of one wetback about to get sent to lockup down at county. Is that what you want?
I want you to stop. Stop looking at me. Stop leaning on me. Stop breathing on me. Stop!
Girl, you just bought yourself a world of trouble. But I'm a reasonable man. I'm willing to forgive if you're willing to play nice.
Don't even think about it. You make one more move and I will scream so loud they'll hear me out on Acre 81.
You crazy whore.
You hurt me. Mr. Foreman, you hurt my family, and that is unacceptable.
A few things I like less than an uppity wetback. Let me tell you this, senorita, where you came from, can find 100 more.
Maybe you can, Mr. Foreman, maybe you can. But that does not make it right. And it does not make you powerful. It makes you pathetic.
I don't have to listen to this.
Don't! I've written it all down in this letter. Tear it up if you want. I've already sent copies to where it needs to go. I quit, Mr. Foreman.
You're just another Mexican.
That's right. I am just another Mexican. Who knows the Mexican who cuts your lawn? Who knows the Mexican who cooks your meals? Who knows the Mexican who cuts your hair? Who knows the Mexican who cleans your house? Who knows the Mexican who tucks your kids into bed? ¿Me entiendes?
Operator, get me the police.
And that's what I thought. Sometimes harder is the only option. And since he is such an expert, did your dad tell you that amnesty failed, Mexicanos? Left families with one foot stranded in each country and legal immigrants targets for discrimination and exploitation?
I'm sure that's part of the story.
I didn't need it then, and I don't need it now.
Right, and that was good for what, 3 decades? Not anymore. You gotta go dark, underground. No more agitating, no more letters to the editor, no more protests. We're talking witness protection level stuff here.
Same thing every election cycle. Politicians trying to score points by blaming everything on the immigrants. So maybe it's a little more prominent this time.
And where does that leave you?
Right back where I started.
Look, you have no choice but to talk to Dad, get him to fast track a work permit, visa, something.
Why would I do that?
You of all people should know the squeaky wheels. Those are the ones they'll come for first. It's like you're just waiting for them to root you out.
Mentiras.
Look, I know you have your ideals, Wella, your principles. And I love that about you. But it's like, for once, you gotta stop biting the hand that feeds you.
Everything you have, muchacho, comes from these hands. Know that if you know nothing else.
Get out of this place. Go somewhere safe. Get your papers in order. Lawyer up while you still can.
Oh, I get it.
Good.
You want me to fight for the right to keep what was promised to me when we first came here, when we were invited, courted, even to support U.S. agriculture. Guest workers, braceros, they called us. Oh, they loved us. Las mujeres, even more, because we could work all day in the fields and the packing houses. And then, who do you think has to cook, clean, do the laundry? Exactly. You know, they almost broke me. Us.
Who's they?
Everybody.
I get it. It was a fundamentally unfair system.
A fundamentally unfair life. Like, if things got too lean and too many braceros or their women went back to Mexico, companies would just send recruiters with promises of work and freedom to Chihuahua, Camargo, Campo. And then, when it all ended, they thought they could just throw us out like yesterday's basura. They thought wrong. Some of us made our families here. So we refused. We hid. We stayed out of trouble.
Abuelo?
He never could stay out of trouble.
Deported.
You know the rest. I took a job cleaning house, then doing laundry, then cooking, then nursing Olman Mansell, the man who bought this parcel when the company sold out. He left it to me.
He could do that?
It's mine. Hey, don't you dare feel sorry for me.
Look, nobody's saying you have to get rid of it. Just lay low. Like I said, get your papers in order, then do whatever you want. Protest, organize, rattle the cages. Just don't let them steal your life.
Steal my life? Maybe they already have. And what they did to me, they did to thousands of other Mexicanos before me. feel sorry for them.
Yeah, well, they are not my Wella.
That's just it, mijo. They are.
Promise me you'll think about it, please?
I'll think about it and yes, you can stay.
Thank you so much, Wella. You will not regret this.
Oh, I already do.
You know, the whole tiny house thing, it's officially a thing. You know about that? People, mainly young people, customizing the smallest living spaces. We're talking garden sheds, storage crates, shipping containers, chicken coops.
I see where this is going. You sound just like your abuelo. That's why I love you, Max. But at the end of the day...
I know an awesome designer. Reclaimed wood, steel, shiplap.
Where am I supposed to go?
Wherever you want. That's the whole point.
I'll think about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, I noticed there's a new food co-op off of Bilkins Road, and if I'm going to be here a while, I should probably stock up. You want anything? Gluten-free soba noodles, kombucha, artisan nut cheese?
I have everything I need.
Of course you do. I'll be back faster than you can say, si se puede.
Cute. No grapes. Kidding. Who is it?
Open up, please.
Sorry, you must have the wrong house. If you give me a badge number, I will call it in.
Police, open up
Name
now.
and badge number, please. Amen.
I know.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is not fine.
It's just some blowhard troublemakers. It's all bark, no bite.
This looks like bite. Build a wall, send them back. That's messed up.
Do not let them get to you.
It's you I'm worried about.
This, please. I am just sorry. You have to see it.
I don't think you understand. This is for real now. Criminals, that's what they are. Masquerading as cops, as freedom fighters. It's not just some lunatic fringe, not anymore. This is only the beginning. You see that, right?
I am starting to.
Your family loves you, Gloria. Let them help you.
I do not need help.
You need to do something.
Or?
I'm sorry, mujer. This is not just another this too shall pass moment. This is serious.
It always is.
Tell me, beloved, how much is too much?
I am not sure what you mean.
Oh, really? Well, let me put it another way.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first.
This is now. What are you going to do about it?
There is a legal way to do it, so you don't have to sneak across in the first place. That probably the best way to deal with 11 to 12 million people is to get them to leave the country. That's impossible.
The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers.
For all our problems, our differences, we are together as of old.
I mean, I'm here for you, para siempre, but that can't be enough. You do realize that.
People are craving and now demanding their place in the sun, not just for the benefit of their own physical condition, but for basic human rights.
Isn't it tragic that the same men and women who harvest, who plant and cultivate and harvest the greatest abundance of food that the world has ever known, when it's all said and done, that they have no food for themselves?
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
I know what you are thinking.
Oh, really?
How dare you?
How dare I? Mujer, you are all talk.
How dare you think I am weak because I don't react as quickly as you would like? How dare you?
Okay, so maybe I was thinking that.
How dare you think I am stupid because I don't see what you see, what they see, what the world sees. I am not weak. I am not stupid. I am strong and I am brave. I am strong enough to take the lies and abuse my mierda of a man can dish out and still hold my head up high and still make the rent and still make a home for our baby. I can take it and still look a malvado foreman in the eye and not flinch for one moment.
Impressive. But to what end, hermana? To what end?
You think I am stuck here? Paralyzed? Open your eyes, cabrona. I am choosing my moment.
Okay.
I am not some venado that rushes across the road at the sound of a hunter's footsteps, only to be flattened by a Chrysler. That is not me. Never was. ¿Me entiendes? I am strong, and I am brave, and I am choosing my moment. Any questions?
PM on January 20th, 1961, and this is Ivory Joe Hunter with
Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. And everybody tells me that I am not the same. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. 'Cause since I met you, baby, all I need is you. Since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. Since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. I'm gonna try to please you in every way I can. Amor perdido. Cierto es pensar que vive deliciosa sin mí. Vive dichosa.
Mi amor, I told you not to wait up.
Oh, I was just,
Look, about all that crazy talk earlier. I know it has been hard for you here. I know you didn't mean all that. And I know you're sorry. Right? It's just how women are, I guess. And I need to understand that. I need to Get used to it. Okay? Okay? Look at me. I'm a mess. I'm just gonna run down to the showers, and when I get back, maybe we can pretend like none of this even really happened. Eh?
Okay.
Finally, whether you are citizens of America or citizens of the world, ask of us here the same high standards of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you. With a good conscience, our only sure reward, with history the final judge of our deeds, let us go forth to lead the land we love, asking his blessing and his help, but knowing that here on earth, God's work must truly be our own.
Gloria. Gloria! Gloria!
We are all Americans pledged to carry on this last best hope of man on earth.